Today, let us discuss the liberty of thought, expression, faith, belief, and worship. Yet, as regards this thought and expression is concerned, people of India are experiencing day in and day out what is happening around them. Regarding faith, belief, and worship, we have already discussed in detail that it is a wonderful security given by the Constitution to the people, but how it was destroyed by adding socialist and secular into the Constitution in 1976 through 42nd Amendment. Indian people, having got the best constitution in the world, have destroyed it without any sense, like children destroying their toys. Again, the issue of liberty of faith, belief, and worship is a very sensitive issue, and even thought and expression is a sensitive issue. Whatever I speak may not be liking to some people, and they may be hurt. In fact, there is not much law. It is more common sense than law to use this thought, expression, faith, belief, and worship. So today I will discuss with you in a lighter vein and with regard to our ancient relics. There has been elaborate discussion regarding thought and expression. It was said that Pratyaham Pratyaveksheta narscharitamatmanam Kisume Pasubhistulyaha kisu satpurushiriva. It means that every day, every minute, every moment, a human must introspect whether I am behaving like a gentleman or a good man, or I am behaving like an animal. Animal instincts we know: food, shelter, and sex. Then the question comes, when we say whether I am behaving like a good person or not, and who is a good person? It is said in Indian texts that having unanimity of thought, word, and deed, or Manasa, Vachah, Karmana, is the first step in becoming a good man. You should only do what you say, and you should say what you think. Then somebody may pose a cheeky question. I think of beating you, I say I will beat you, and I beat you. So thinking bad, expressing bad, and doing also bad, there also is unanimity. Somebody, a rationalist, may question me whether he is also a good man. In this also, there are directions in our relics. Is satyam bhutahitam proktam. You should say whatever is good for others. Needless to say, if you have to say something good to the others, you should also think of good to others. And even if you do something, you should also do something good for others. Bhagavad Gita says all common people would emulate the good persons or the satpurusha. So the job of common man has become easier. He doesn't have to search texts. He can follow what is said or done by the satpurusha. And the complication comes only to the satpurusha. When he gets doubt, then what should he do? For this, the great Sanskrit poet Mahakavi Kalidasa, in his novel Abhijnana Shakuntalam, said that Satam hi sandeha padeshu vastushu pramanam antakarana pravruttayaha. When the noblemen, gentlemen who are satpurusha, whenever are encountered with a doubt, then they should do according to their conscience. Bhagavad Gita again also says, humans have body which has needs. Body has only needs. And they have mind also. Mind has desires and dreams. So many, innumerous. Some are even criminal. Some cannot be disclosed to others. Such a vast dreams and desires also one may be entertaining in his mind. If he tries to quench such dreams and desires, if he is caught, otherwise if he is not caught, of course he goes scot-free. If he is caught, he will be a criminal. He will be punished by the king. Then what humans should do? There is body which has needs, there is mind which has innumerable dreams and desires. You have to filter your dreams and desires with your buddhi. Buddhi is nothing but the law of nature and law of the land. Law of nature is dictated to you by your conscience, the society, and the municipal law is dictated by the king. Only such of the activities which are acceptable to the society should be taken up by men or women. That is the way how you should select your objectives in life. After doing that, there one more question arises. Whether this particular deed or pursuit suits me or not, whether it is beneficial to me or not, according to my social, physical, and economic standards. When you decide on these standards, it is called Atma. Atma means self. When you have decided a particular pursuit to be taken up, which you felt is fit for you, is beneficial to you, and the sin or virtue arising out of that will stick to your Atma and will daunt through successive births and deaths. That is also the reason why people born of the same parents will have different characteristics. We cannot say any other reason. We only say that by birth he is like that. Why he is by birth like that is his karma, what he did in his previous birth. Then comes Sharira, Manas, Buddhi, Atma. 4 elements we have studied. 5th element is Paramatma. Paramatma does not mean God. If you think God is universe, then it is okay. Paramatma means God. Now you have to filter the pursuit you have decided, which you thought is fit for you, which is thought beneficial to you. The 5th test, if you apply and select a job, that whether this pursuit is beneficial to the whole universe or at least in exclusion to me, whether it is beneficial to all others excluding me. it should not be beneficial to you, it should be beneficial to the others. Then such thinking is called Paramatma Tattva. Since you are doing for the good of others, no sin will tie up to your Atma. Faith, belief and worship. Better, I say lesser. It is a very dangerous fire, faith, belief and worship. Actually, they were created at different times, at different geographical regions for a structured conduct of human beings in the name of God. Unfortunately, that has become an incendiary against all preachings of the respective religions. It has helped to generate hatred and mistrust among the people due to political reasons, I tell you. Politicians, to gather people together and to make their leaderships, they incite people one faith against the other. That was the primitive form of politics which unfortunately is continuing even today. As a result of faith, India was divided on religious line into Pakistan and India. Leaders of both sides rejoiced on August 14th and 15th of 1947 in their respective bungalows with hope of becoming the prime ministers, leaders of their respective countries. But unfortunately, the cries of lakhs of people went unheard in Thar desert. Desert sands were soaked with blood. At least 10 lakh peoples, at least 10 lakh people were killed, male and female. At least 50,000 women were raped or abducted. Even pregnant women's stomachs were ripped apart. Even children were killed. Most inhuman thing that has happened due to partition of India in the name of faith. Which God said to do all this? Politicians are doing this for the sake of gaining political support. And these perpetrators did these inhuman things just for the sake of pleasure and profit. Each occupied others' properties. Each grabbed their gold and valuables, etc. This they did in the name of partition, in the name of faith, and in the name of politics, unfortunately. I squarely blame the politicians on both sides for these happenings. They have not properly planned partition of India. British wanted to leave India by 1948 June. Mr. Jinnah declared direct action in 1946 itself, as a result of which 10,000 people were killed. Thousands of women were raped and abducted. Even today, unfortunately, innocent people are being killed by mad people calling themselves as jihadis or terrorists or whatever you call. Even after partition, we know what has happened in Kashmir. At least 5 lakh non-Muslims were driven away. Women were abducted. Several were killed. In 1989. Even after that, we have seen several communal disturbances in Hyderabad, in Meerut, in Lucknow, and elsewhere. And there has been constant animosity between India and Pakistan. But in fact, people of India, Pakistan, and the surrounding countries were once blood relatives before they migrated to other faiths. Thus, what is divided was not a country, a physical. What was divided was the blood of people. There is need to put an end to this. Not only India and Pakistan leaders, the whole world leaders should realize that the only challenge to their elected governments or their legitimate governments, the challenge is from terrorism and religionism. It is only a challenge between municipal laws and religious laws and lawlessness of terrorists. As long as the municipal laws are stronger, law and order is well maintained, there won't be religious clashes. But unfortunately, in many a country, religious faiths, religious laws are dominating the government laws. That is the whole issue. Governments have to wake up. If they want to rule the country really, if they do not want to do injustice to the future generations, they should rule with iron hand, in the sense they should be able to establish their legitimate governments. Otherwise, better these inefficient leaders step down. Thank you for watching my video. Regarding equality also, we have already discussed at length in previous videos. It's not necessary again to deal here. With this, we are completing the preamble, and from next video onwards, we will start with each and every article of the Constitution. Thank you for watching my video. I request you to kindly share, comment, and subscribe to my videos. So let us together make an endeavor to spread the constitutional content among Indian citizens. Thank you.